Okay, folks, just a quick video here on how to add a map location to your blog posts. So this would be basically like a Google Maps location with a cool little penguin icon that shows the various locations around Antarctica. Um, First thing you want to do is go scroll on down here. You see on the left-hand side the maps icon on the little left dashboard. So click on that. You'll find that I've already got quite a few. I've got 49 maps in here. Actually, make that 48. This one, I was just messing around, so I'm going to delete that one. Oh, I'll just trash it. There we go. Anyway, trash that one. So yeah, so say you wanted to add a new one. You're wanting to first check the list to see if the location doesn't already exist on the list. Scroll through the others, see if there's anything on there that, any of these locations that you're looking for. And yeah, if you find that it isn't on there, then back up to the top and click on Add New. Now, thing with Antarctica is you don't have standard addresses that you can just reference for some places. Some of the stuff will come up when you do go to search it. Some of it won't. For this example, we're going to use, we'll call it, it's Mount Melbourne in Antarctica. And so here you are on your Google Maps. You're creating a new one in this plugin. So it's going to be number 50. I don't know why it hasn't deleted number 49, but who cares at this point? So we'll call it Mount Melbourne and Antarctica. That's going to be the title. You definitely want to name the map. So, when you get to this page, that's one of the first things you're going to do is go into the map name it, and give it something easy to reference. Now you'll scroll down a little bit farther, and you'll note the map here. It's actually kind of set up for us already, but I'm going to scroll this around a little bit to give you an example of something quirky that happens with this plugin. So now we'll go into the title. Actually, skip that. We'll go into the location, and we'll put the Mount Melbourne, Antarctica. Now you see, I copied and pasted that in, and powered by Google, it actually came up with the a proper location. So Google's recognizing that this location is in their system, and so we can just click on that, and that will do the searching for us. And then I'm just going to put these labels in Mount. It's redundant information, but it's good to have it in there. It doesn't hurt for reference later. Now we'll scroll down a little bit further. Now you want a marker. This will be the little pinpoint that will show on the map. Now you can use the standard one, the Google one, but I'm actually working with the developers of this plugin to make sure that we can use our little icon every time. Now at the moment, it's not referencing it. It's defaulting to the Google one. So for now, you have to go into the media library, click on this one. It won't always be up at the top because as more images get added into the media library, this is going to scroll down a bit. But hopefully I can get the developers of the plugin to get that sorted out, and we won't have to use a custom or go in and search for a custom marker every time. Okay, so click on Use Custom Marker. See, it changes the Google pinpoint to our custom marker. I've got all the information. I've named the map up here. It's going to be map number 50. So we're pleased with that. And you click on Add Marker, says adding, and then it's finished. Okay, so there it is. That's where Mount Melbourne is in Antarctica. Now you're not done. The one more important step in this process is that you want to go up and you want to hit Save Map. If you don't do this, it won't save the map into the list of maps, and you'll go to use this code and there will be nothing there. So we'll hit the Save Map, and it takes a second or two, and you're good. You're done. So you can scroll down again. Oh, see, it's moved the map over a little bit. You want to recenter it back to where it was. This is kind of the pain in the butt part. So yes, that's where you want it centered. Go back up to Save Map. And now it should save it and it should center it to that location. See. Okay, so that's properly saved. It's centered in the maps here, and when you use this short code here, it will be, you copy and paste that to your blog post, and it will add that map, and it'll be centered properly with the proper little icon, the penguin icon. Okay, now as I mentioned earlier, sometimes these locations don't come up. Because some of the Google locations just aren't in Google Maps, or some of the locations just aren't. So let's go to something like Mount Berlin. Let's see. We'll go add new. Waiting. Okay, there we go. Again, we're going to rename it Mount Berlin, Antarctica. Spell it correctly. I'm going to copy that so I don't have to retype it every time. I'll put Mount Berlin, Antarctica in there. I'll put it in there. And we'll see if it comes up. It does come up. But for our purposes here, I'm going to just, as this example, we're going to go and get the GPS locations for this. Not as hard as it sounds. I mean, yes, in here it does give the latitude and longitude. But the developers told me about this tool, because not all of this is going to be in Wikipedia. But what you can do is you can go into gps-coordinates.net, just like that, and I'll put this link into the file, into the folder here, so you've got it for reference. But yep, you go to this web location. You go in here and you copy and paste Mount Berlin, Antarctica. And you go to get GPS coordinates. So now this here is actually what you want to use in the Google Maps information. So you copy that and you put it in here. Now see, the spacing's a little off there, so I'm going to correct that. Separate it with a comma, just like that, and just to be proper, we'll change the image, and we'll add that marker and see where it shows us. So now you note that it doesn't show up there, but it should be on the map, and we just got to find it. Scroll around a little bit of Antarctica. Come on. This is the pain in the butt part. You can zoom out. Okay, there it is. That's the location it's coming up with. Center it. Center it a little more. That might be zoomed in a little too much, but that's basically showing us where Mount Berlin is. And so it's centered. I've input the name, Now I'm going to hit Save Map. Saving. Okay. Scroll down just to confirm. Yep, there we are. And that should now be saved in there. So you should be able to now use that short code, the number 51, as Mount Berlin in Antarctica. Okay? So yeah, copy and paste this to your blog post and save it into the blog, and then you'll have a cool little map referencing those locations. All right, and that's how to basically add map locations or create map locations to add into your blog post. All right, thanks.